Hey everybody, I was sent something earlier that I really felt that I needed to get out here and share it with you as well. So, in saying that, let's start with a few scriptures. For we know that in the last days, which we are in right now, it's imminently imminent. There will be much deception, and as Bill words it here, a mass deception. The Bible goes to tell us that in Matthew 24, verses 4 through 5, and 11 and 24. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. In 1 Timothy chapter 4, verses 1 through 2, Now the Spirit speaketh expressingly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. Second Timothy 3:13 says, But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. And Paul tells us in Acts 20:29, For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. 2 Corinthians 11, verses 13 through 15 tells us, For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. And you pretty much know 2 Thessalonians, and in Daniel 11, verse 27, it says, And both these kings' heart shall be to do mischief, and they shall speak lies at one table, but it shall not prosper, for yet the end shall be at the time appointed. Absolutely. So, being sent a link today from a sister, and I wanted to share this with you. It says, Franklin Graham urges clergy to support the point. It says Jesus would have used them too. With some Americans feeling hesitant about getting a point, evangelist Franklin Graham is urging pastors to encourage their congregations to trust in the point. Graham, the president and CEO of the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association and Samaritan's Purse, told ABC News that there could be harmful consequences if pastors discourage church members from receiving the point. I would hope that the pastors in the pulpit would tell people how they can be saved from God's judgment. Graham said, I think for a pastor to tell someone not to take the point is problematic. Because what would happen if that person got and died? I think if there were points available in the time of Jesus, he would have made reference to them and used them. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to lose my mind, but I have the mind of Christ. In a Facebook post earlier this month, Graham praised God for positive achievements that have occurred over the past year. I'm thankful to God that we are seeing a decline and that steps are being taken to open our economy back up and get people back to work and get children back to school. We thank God for these steps forward. Continue to pray for our nation. Additionally, Pastor Don Hagee with Cornerstone Church in San Antonio, Texas, stands by the connection between the scripture and science. Hagee, who tested positive last October, believes in both the power of prayer and modern medicine. These are not mutually exclusive, said Hagee Ministry spokesperson on his behalf. Most importantly, these evangelists are reminding Americans that God is the creator of science and medicine, and points can have a positive impact on our lives. I sure can. Whatever you do, do not get this point, all right? But get the point to what's going on. He even uses scripture, as in Romans 1:20 explains that the work of God's hand is unmistakable and the evidence proving this is irrefutable. For since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes, his eternal nature, having been clearly seen, being understood through what has been made, so that they are without excuse. Brothers and sisters, we are in the appointed time and season. We are the fig tree generation. The sheep in wolf clothing are out there aplenty, as we see on YouTube. But not only that, now we see big-time evangelists encouraging and even using their facility. But we also know that we are the church and not the building. I'll leave the link in the description box for you all to see. I pray that everybody understands and knows, as I have been sharing, what is in that and what it can do, and that it is irreversible. Do not get the point, but get the point. That we need to keep looking up. Because Titus 2:13 will snatch us out of the way. As I say, this is Debbe from Texas. Peace out. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss another warning. Maranatha, the King is coming. Keep looking up.